The Roman pilum, deadly, effective, and used for hundreds of years. But was it actually designed to bend? For centuries, the Roman soldier had a lot to carry. After the military reforms of Gaius Marius, legionaries were called Marius's mules, as they had to carry so much equipment. Soldiers throughout history might well have said, "Huh, what's new?" The Roman soldier on campaign could not rely on a baggage train to keep him supplied and fed. Everything he needed to survive and fight had to be carried. Armour, helmet, sword, dagger, shield, ancient backpack, pick, food, drink, everything. And of course, a pilum. And more often than not, two pilum or pila. The pilum was primarily a javelin designed for throwing, but could be used as a thrusting weapon or a spear. Its main purpose was as a force multiplier, to be thrown into a charging enemy, whether he was on foot or horseback, camelback or even elephant-back. If an enemy soldier was struck by a pilum, they would no doubt be out of action, but the real genius of the weapon came from when it stuck in an enemy's shield. The narrow iron shaft of its bodkin-shaped head was ideally suited to first punch through a shield, and then most importantly, get stuck there. The arrowhead shape made it very awkward to pull the weapon out of the shield. At the very least, this would trip and stagger men around the soldier who was carrying this now cumbersome shield. But more than likely, he would discard the shield, which would expose him to another volley of pila, or the dreaded gladius of the Roman soldier. But was it further designed to bend after impact on a shield, therefore meaning it couldn't be thrown back? It sounds like a great idea. I mean, it would be bad enough if the enemy are picking up your own arrows and shooting them back at you. Fighting at the time would be ghastly enough without having your own terrifying weapons being hurled back at you. Enter Gaius Marius again, who looked at the problem of the enemy using a plucked pilum against the man who threw it. Marius altered the pilum design by introducing a weakness at the junction between the iron shaft and the wooden pole. By merely replacing one of the iron rivets for a wooden one, when the pilum lodged in a shield, the wooden peg broke, making the pilum crooked and therefore useless. If this system was introduced throughout the Roman Empire, then surely there'd be a continual process of replacing broken wooden pegs and straightening out iron shafts. Seems a huge logistical enterprise. With Roman armies often in enemy or unfriendly territory, miles from a logistics base, and from blacksmiths who would be able to straighten out the iron shafts, this might seem counterproductive. Another example of a type of pilum was a type which had a spherical weight, most likely lead, behind the joint block. This might have been because the weapon had become lighter over the centuries, and the heavy ball added punch to the weapon and penetrating power. However, none have been found archaeologically, and the only evidence we have are on statues and engravings. There is no doubt on occasion a pilum would bend after being lodged in the ground or in a shield, but would it be cost effective after every battle to have to straighten out literally thousands of pila? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.